Hello, everyone, and I hope y'all are having just a great night here. Ready to watch some or challenger matchup here on RSC. And tonight we have a special matchup. We have Toucans versus Spearmint, and I'm joined on the mic here with Carnage, and producing is Pookie. Taco. Carnage, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Like I said, it's always a good day when can actually cast on a streamline. So I'm looking forward to it. Early in the season, I know some teams are a little bit down, some teams are a little bit up. But listen, you can only go up if you go forward on stream tonight, Bo.
Yeah, and this is a very good matchup. This Spearmint team did lose last match day, 3-1, but they were missing Squirrel, which was their first rounder. So we'll see how they do tonight because they do have Squirrel back.
Oh yeah, and speaking of Squirrel, I believe you guys told me Risu on the other team is also Squirrel. So I mean, depending on if you know it, you go get confused left and right. But I mean, I don't know, power ranking wise, I kind of expect a little bit more from Toucans. I also expect a little bit more Spearmint, just based on the players that I know. So I think right now, just from my point of view, it's a little bit of a lackluster performance. So whoever actually gets out of here with a 3-1, they're shooting up on my chart on that power ranking list.
Yeah, and then speaking of 3-1s or whatever records you have, what is your prediction for this match tonight? I know we kind of went through the roster a little bit, but I know Jungle, the Toucans, they have Novarchite, Brillo Pad, Risu, or Squirrel, whatever you want to say, and then Lunar Wolf. But
Uh,
what
I'm
do you think of
gonna
that Spearmint team?
I'm gonna make a bold prediction here because I'm gonna stick with the Toucans on this one. If they win the first game, I think they can take 3 games or win the first, probably drop the second, and then get a little two game win out of there. Because I'm not sleeping on them. Like I say, I know Nova. I casted Nova couple times when he's in prospect. Real good player, good captain with his team. So
Mm-hmm.
I know right now he's just trying to settle his players down. They're not prone to shooting though. They're shooting a lot. They're scoring. I think the biggest thing for me is just I think they lack that what is it team play, that assisting play, everything right there. So I'm going 3-1 with the Toucans. What about you?
All right. Well, I love what you're looking at here on the Toucans one. But if we flip over to the Spearmint, they have a very well-rounded roster. They swap in and out with their fourth, a decent amount actually. 7 games as the fourth, and then Squirrel was missed the last few match days, but in the 4 games that he played, he had 8 goals, averaged 2 goals a game, only missed 2 of those shots with 3 assists and 12 saves. This team is not lacking on the defensive side, and they pass the ball a lot too. So honestly, I know we say cast a curse a lot, but I'm gonna go with a 4-0 inside of Spearmint.
So far, it looks like Lorak has a lot of fans in the chat. I mean, you see some of it going in. I think Matt also had a whole bunch of copy pastas for Spearmint in general. Matt, everybody knows, loves, like I said, Spearmint. I like to say Spearmint HQ right there. Listen, I feel like Matt's everywhere. If you say Spearmint was playing in the RLCS, he'll be like Riddle's dad. He'll be in the stands with a whole bunch of Spearmint things trying to hand out to people. But right now, like I said, we're gonna keep yapping a little bit. One of the players had to go to the bathroom break, and now they made me a liar. He just came back. This girl just came back, and it seems like they're gonna be ready to go here. So if they're ready to go here, the producer will let them know. But like so far, you got a 4-0 to Spearmint. I got a 3-1 for Toucan. So it's split on the desk here. We're gonna see what chat's going. We'll try to get some predictions going here too. But I think I don't know. I don't know what to think. I think we're gonna get an overtime game, but we're gonna let them know that they're good to join here. But I got an overtime game. I think it's gonna be like 2-2, and then somebody's gonna get that 3-2. Because I don't think, as much as they both play defense, I think it's gonna be one of those games where it's just back and forth, like stop here.
I think it's gonna be 3-1 Spearmint here. And it looks like we are getting ready to go. And looking at the kickoff, we're going to have Squirrel facing off against Lunar. Who will win this first kickoff?
The master kickoff here. We got a preach up here, but it's stolen away from Nova. Nova's got a 1v1. Can he get it around one? Cannot. Everybody's starting to slowly get into the rotation. Lorak beats in one. It has to be able to get slight touch, but Nova gets there again. And so far, Nova has stopped a lot of balls, stopped another ball. So it looks like nothing's gonna go through the middle unless Nova's not there. And Blue's trying to figure out their possession. They're just kind of letting it go. This is very dangerous. And the one's up in the air. Lorak loses the ball. Squirrel trying to make an early pre-jump. Can't get the read here. ThatHomieGage is gonna try to put it on target. The Orange is slowly but surely closing down the gap. They might get a goal here soon. Lorak puts up one. Squirrel barely gets beat here. ThatHomieGage goes up, has enough to try to get back to it, uses all of it, just try to float in the air. And the blue half is just kind of, they're banking out, but here comes Orange again. And so far, it's all Spearmint all over them, unless Brillo gets a free ball, free net. No, that's the first sign of life we've seen from the blue half. And actually, I speak of it, they're going to get one for free because no one's blocking the net. It's Nova.
Getting a great just defensive stand coming out of the blue half of the field, Nova included, and he gets very well rewarded with that goal. This Orange team is very much putting pressure on them, and we can see just how much more different play styles these teams are.
Gonna see indeed, and right now I think Orange has the mechanics advantage. We see it, but Nova just reading everything. Gonna put another one on, and so far put it on the captain's back right now, boy, because Nova's everywhere, dropping all the way back. Orange tries to clear it, and guess who's back waiting for the ball? It's gonna be Nova. Collects the ball, dodges the demo, forces another player to go up for shots up. They might got an outlet pass. It might be free. Lunar, they have to get to that ball. No, they're gonna go for the boost still. That's a smart play. Here comes Nova. Right across. Brillo's not there. Orange kinda on the low end of this. Brillo gets bumped out, leaves the 100 boost, so it's free. Orange tries to get it through. Nova again through there, and there's gonna be another shot. It's a goal. They finally catch him creeping a little bit too far out, but so far, I mean, we've seen it before, but can a one-man team take down 3 players playing with that type of synergy from Spearmint?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to see, like you said, and like we saw on the stat sheet, this team assists very well. They pass really well, and they score on those passes. So we'll see if the defense can hold up, but it does not right there. We have Lorak sneaking a goal past Nova. That defensive stand has to break at some point, and that wall seems to be cracking just a little bit.
It's a kickoff goal. If you get one, you feel good about it. If you let one in, you get a little bit tilted here. It's going to be the same type of kickoff too, so I hope it doesn't happen again. Then they actually might catch Squirrel out just a little bit. Squirrel has to bang, pick up 100. Tries to get around Brillo. Brillo misses. Squirrel's coming out. Going to go for the top 90. Gets shut out by Nova. Not letting him in. ThatHomieGage going to toss it up. Here comes Squirrel again. Gets shut out by Luna. And then here we go now. This is what we're talking about. Can everybody get a ball? Lorak just waiting. Ball goes straight to the side. Luna chasing down. It's going to be a free net there. And I believe that might have been Nova trying to come across. No, Nova gets the ball across. And then tries to jump across. Just no one rotating on that back post. And it's just, it's free 99.
Yeah, and speaking of free 99, that's a great transaction there by Squirrel. I had to throw it in there. But great play. Brillo's going to keep possession here. And a lot more high scoring than we first imagined out of these teams. Brillo just trying to delay it. We have Gage going up, fakes it across the field, gets another touch, and that's going towards center, and no one's there, but a great touch from Nova to just stall that. Gage takes possession. One to beat. Low boost by Nova, but still gets to 50. And just what a play. The defense coming out of this Toucans roster is very good.
So far is holding, but Nova has 402. And if you put his teammates' combined score, they barely edge him out by another 2 points. They're going to need some help here because Nova can't block everything, especially when the onslaught is just coming one after another. And it just seems like, we always talk about it, what's best? A team play type of, like on the ground, basic mechanics type of team that knows how to connect, or a team with just nasty mechanics and speed. And right now, Spearmint are all over. Even though Blue's in our half, Blue doesn't have enough boost to really do much about it. And here comes Squirrel, about to show some mechanics, gets one over one. Gonna miss it, barely keeps it in. And here comes the orange crashing in. Everybody's in their half. If blue can just get a clear, they can get out. That's the clear that they need. Lorak has to be very careful here. Gets it around one. Gets a flick on two. Gets demo for the efforts by Nova. Brillo misses that one. Might have to try to collect the ball. Tries to go up. Gets yeeted for his efforts. And so far, there's just nothing come from blue half except shooting from half field and hoping it goes in.
Yeah, I mean they gotta put more quality shots. That I know we're talking about this team with no like being the less mechanical team, of course, but they still need to take possession and just go for the basic stuff, pass to each other, and maybe something like this goes under, one to beat, gets another dunk, and what a play out of Brillo pad! Oh my gosh!
What a play from Brillo Pad indeed. And just when I was sort of about to talk about it, be like he's had a slow start, he gets the goal, gives his team life. 39 seconds. Kickoffs can go either way. Are we gonna see a kickoff strike here? No, we get the basic one. But this one's gonna be very dangerous. Noah's gotta be careful here. Wins the 50. Here comes the counterattack. Noah just bumps one out, wins another 50. And so far, this is where they get on it. Noah can't make the turn, can't get there. LunarWolfx putting gotta try to get control of this. You don't want to lose it to the orange half when you don't have possession here. The ball is gonna start banging. Orange doesn't have to go for goals. They're just going for tilt plays. Here comes an angle and a demo
What a demo!
goal. But what a pass from the homie to set it up just high enough where everybody has to go up. Lunar dodges a demo, tries to put a hand up. Nova gets demoed because that's exactly where he was going. And just like that, the Spearmint take the life from them out of that one. 13 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a man that loves a good demo play, and that's one of them right there. Oh, what a fake! Looking for a 50. Gets it. Gage off the ceiling. Gets the touch, and almost gets to go on another demo out of Lorak. And I feel like we're gonna see more of those. This entire team used to be very demo heavy. EvilTwin holds many records. Lorak, I think, holds like an all-time, or is on the leaderboard for all-time demos. And Squirrel, I believe, is also one of the higher people in demos. We'll see how that translates.
And hopefully the goal from Brillo gives everybody a little bit more life because I believe until that goal happened, Nova had 400 points. Brillo had about 100. Luna was sitting around just about to break 200. And you look at the Spearmint, you got 600, 400, and then Homie Gage just 274, but he has 2 assists, 1 save. Like this team is ready to just like I don't know. They're just gonna shoot from any and everywhere because that's 12 shots to 6, and it
Doubled.
wasn't really a convincing 6 shots. The 2 goals they scored, yes, but everything else, I mean, you can dump it from half field. It's gonna register for you.
Yeah, and I mean, which I will give Nova credit. Like the defense was very well by him, but it can't just be a one-man effort out there. They're going to have to, like Brillo, he had a goal, but he's gonna have to step up on the defensive side as well. And same with Lunar. Lunar stepped up on the defense, but I want to see a little bit more out of them on offense.
And here we
And more
go.
passing plays.
We have Lorak Luna going for a kickoff play here. Maybe a little bit of strategy. I mean, you're on stream, you want to show everything, and that's gonna be a free goal. But homie Gage, I think if he would just stayed on the ground, he would have caught up to it regardless. But he kind of, I don't know, freestyled it, but it doesn't matter. And he comes back and slammed it right into the goal. And now it's 1-0 real fast. And so far, we're talking about their aggressiveness on offense, but their aggressiveness on the kickoffs, when they win it, Boa, it's like every time you turn, it's the orange card right there in your face.
Yeah, I mean it's so impressive. Like the way they're very consistent with their speed, and it's very impressive with a miss there. Bro has time here. What are they gonna do? Goes for a pinch in the corner. They have a shot and they get it. And off of Nova's car, but I believe that was going in either way. I'm gonna get the angle to where I can see it. But yeah, what a touch from Squirrel. Oh man.
Most people would blast it. Squirrels out just roll it in regardless. But that's 2 kickoff plays. I believe that's 3 kickoff goals. Are we going for number 4 here? Because here comes Squirrel. can't get it there, but here comes Homie Gage, keeps him in. So far, it's going to continue to be a kickoff play, making them jump, dodge, dip, dive, and everything else. Blue is just trying to get back out of their half. Squirrel doesn't let them out. We haven't been on the other side in a long time. Here's our passing play in 42 seconds. We have not. That little inch you saw right there with first row. That's the inch of them being on the orange half. That's all I can see right there, Cole. Because so far it's all Spearmint, and it's always because they're not letting you get out for free here.
They really are not. Like, the blue team needs to figure it out, or this game is going to get further and further away from them. And the more this game goes, the harder the series is going to be for them, just mentally.
And right there, it's just Nova's gotta save them. And so far, it looks like Lunar and Brillo might be slowing down. Because that one demo on the backside, Lorak wasn't in the play, but he was sitting still and got demo for his effort. Lorak gets him again. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're in this division mode. Do they have to be? Because there's something wrong with Lorak and Brillo right now.
And Lorak just goes for demo. Sorry, I saw him turn and go for him again. But Nova's gonna go for the play. Goes over Lunar. One to beat for Squirrel. Oh, kind of gets preemptive on that. Leaves it for Lorak. Lorak to the corner. Oh, I'm surprised Lorak didn't go for Brillo again.
Doesn't go again, but they're just suffocating because here comes another shot. Squirrel taking a pot shot. Was this one of those shots that you put it on target and make everybody think? And then go again. Here comes the Homie Gage. At least 60 in the tank. Tries to flick over one. Boost still. Blue's low on the net. Here comes Lorak. There's goal number 4. And there are no forfeits in this game. It's only going to continue to keep getting worse and worse. It's the best thing.
Yeah. And I mean, they're just playing really fast boomer ball. It's what I like to call it. They're just outpacing them and just causing them to mess up because of that pace. They either... And the blue team, they either need to make them slow down, or they need to do that. Pass. I think passing more will help this team a lot.
Yeah, because so far we've seen it. They try to go over, they try to go through them, and it's usually a what like it's like a let me try type of thing. Let one player try to get past everybody. It's not gonna happen. They're too fast. But that passing play. You got a lot of time here, but again, there's double commit, but it's completely shut Squirrel out, making the orange team have to backtrack here. Squirrel flicks it up. This could be a free ball for blue. No, not saying that.
Oh, what a play!
Squirrel find it. Squirrel can't get to it. Orange trying to. Lorak was trying to get around it, but couldn't really get that angle. It's a hard angle for almost anybody. And then Blue's gonna get a counter one-on-one. Brillo trying to get one. Squirrel shuts it down. Gonna be the main man, just like he is for Spearmint. Here comes another one. Shut it down again by Squirrel. So far now, Spearmint have to show their defensive shields. And the Blue can slowly get back into this because here's a free boost still. Boost is not now. Lunar had a very bad turn. I think they got chased out. And here we go, Squirrel. Gonna show some mechanics. Knocked away by Lunar. And so far, the Toucans aren't giving up. They are pushing back the Spearmint team.
Love you too, Squirrel. Nova sends it out. But they got to take possession of this ball. They can't just keep banging this team because they're making opportunities out of it. And they are overcommitted very much here. If they get a good bang, that could be another goal going inside of Spearmint's team. Squirrel up with the ball, gets another touch. But Lorak does not have the boost to get there. That could have been bad. But Toucans live to see another play.
Ooh.
My fault.
Lunar getting a little tricky on the ground. Gets past one, dodges the demo, flicks the second, and then just sneaks it in. Even Lorak probably thought like this one couldn't go in. Well, Lunar showing some groundwork right there. Even Squirrel had to say that was a nice one.
He said that was so nice.
Everybody has to agree that one's gonna get you going if you're the Toucan right there.
Yeah, and I mean that's just what a play. Sorry, I'm just in awe.
We're all in awe, but right now that one was in awe, and then Lorak's gonna go get Luna. No more dribble plays. Nova lost the ball after that demo. So far they're scrambling. It might actually sneak one through. The homie Gage has taken off the gloves. He's going for demos, which means you know what happens. Everyone's about to start going for demos. Brillo needs to take their time. You don't gotta rush it. Get a nice flick over one. Actually, just roll it around one. Squirrel gets it up. No, and not letting for free. This could actually go in.
Ooh.
No, Squirrel couldn't read that post. That is one of the more trickier parts of the goal because it's kind of curved upwards here. Here goes an infield pass play. And so far, uh-oh, demo off of Brillo again from Lorak. And then it's just they're starting to speed it up, and this is what we're looking for both teams actually to speed it up. But Orange going through one, getting around another, but saved by Nova. But they're so quick to get up in the air. There's a bump on Brillo, and that's gonna be a goal for homie Gage. It might not seem much, but you can see in the play, he just kind of catches under his wheel. He can't get the ground, and then speed over Lunar. That's homie Gage for another goal.
Yeah, and I mean, you can just tell that this team slows it down and they pick up their pace again. It's very hard to figure out the team if you're not careful. It's kind of like, well, I was about to say my own name. Never mind. I'm not using that analogy. I was gonna say like a boa constrictor, but but that is another game that's gonna go to Spearmint, and that one was a lot less close than the other game, in my opinion. That it may have been still, I think, the same or one goal more for Spearmint, but it just felt like it was never in Toucan's hand.
Not when the first 38 seconds was all Spearmint, even if they were kickoff goals. One of those wasn't even a kickoff goal, actually. I think they just constricted them. And at some point, you got to give them back the ball. But it's the same thing. Stat line 600, 400, 300. Everybody's getting involved. Maybe not on offense, but at some point in time, they are sneaking in there, getting demos. And again, you get demoed so many times, you can kind of see Brillo at the end start getting a little bit antsy and then got caught out, whether it's by chance or just they're actually just homing in on whoever's trying to be that anchor man. So at this point they're not going for a sub. I don't know if they don't have the fourth, but I would have opted for it. But in my
I
opinion, it was
assume they don't, honestly, because for this entire season, Risu has been their starter, and for them not to be playing, I assume they're not here.
unfortunate. But I mean, you can always bounce back. We've seen weirder things, but in my opinion, let let's go Lunar's way. Let's bring it down to the ground. Make them play on the ground because we know they are high flyers, but high flyers sometimes aren't the best ground dribblers or ground defenders. So if you keep them grounded, clip those wings, anything can happen here. And so far, they're going right back on the assault. Squirrel, if he's not getting the ball, he's getting you. Blue's in an awkward position, and the homie gate's going for everybody. Blue is just trying to scramble. Here comes Brillo. Brillo gets it out, and they survived the first 15 seconds of that Spearmint assault.
But the assault is about to come back. Lorak going up for a touch, does get it. Finally, Squirrel in an awkward position, but Squirrel there would catch it. Ooh, Nova with the demo on the backside. Squirrel, can they get another? They do not. That's coming back towards the orange net. They can capitalize. Brillo is low boost. Lorak takes the corner. But, I mean, what do you think this Toucans team needs to do if they want to get something going?
Listen, sometimes, and this is not just because I like demos and you like demos, but sometimes you got to get even. At this point, you got to get down and dirty. This game, you just got to make it the most scrappiest game ever. Listen, good comms, cut, bumps, demos, just harass them. Because the worst thing in Rocket League is driving and somebody just keeps jumping on your just because they don't want you to have the ball. And so far, Orange is trying to clamp down balls up in the air. They don't have enough boost to go for. This could be the counterattack from Nova. But Nova kind of sends it. Oh, Nova might not have been expecting to try to make that thread of a needle, but if Nova would have kept going, it would have been still. But this is the type of game that you got to play right here. 50s, win the 50s, go for the demos. You know, Lorak is hitting all his demos. Just try to get in their way. But you can't miss something like that because you're not going to get bailed out too many times. But they just got to keep it basic. Ask for the 50s, get it on the ground. There we go. Because again, we haven't seen Spearmint get in the air so far, and so far it's 0-0.
Yeah, they keep it towards the ground. I think this could end up going in the way of Toucan. But if they let it go in the air, I just don't see that favoring them very well. I'll shut up. Never mind.
And there they go. Lunars. I think so. Here's what Toucans need to be, Boa. Keep talking bad about Luna so Luna can get another goal, or keep talking bad about
Yeah.
anybody so they can just get a
Let
goal.
me just
Especially on the
say they
order.
can't do something every time but they've scored.
But
Yeah, I
right
mean they just
now,
can't hit. They just can't hit flip reset double.
oh, here goes the shot.
Oh, never mind.
Ooh, homie Gage is actually gonna snipe that one. That's a hard shot to think. You're calling their bluff. He's not gonna shoot that 90. Shoots at 90 right at you and just over Brillo. That one's got to seem I think, in combined total, they've only held the lead. They scored first in the first game as well. They've only held it, I believe, roughly like 30 seconds. So it's not a fun time. I think they might want to try to win it like late in 1-0 or in overtime because I don't know, it seems kind of hard to keep a lead for them right now. But here comes another air fly, but Brillo, hand up. Brillo knows he wants another 50, gets around Squirrel. Here comes Noah to help, gets it away right now. Oh, Lorak throw out a little fake. Luna's got to be careful. Here comes Squirrel, top 90,
Ooh.
pushed away by Lunar. And so far, Lunar has been starting to pull their weight around here a little bit. They are not carrying this team to a 1-1. They just need to get that other goal. They're getting outshot again. That seems to be home. And Brillo, you don't want to lose that. Lunar has to bail him out. That was going to be a sure goal because he did not have the angle. Noah gets one out of the way. Luna has no boost, was getting
Uh-oh.
attacked. Someone need to put a hand up. Brillo would bail out Luna. And now we're starting to see if this Toucan team has what it takes to get out with low boost here.
Yeah, and I mean something that is very interesting. The time of possession for these teams, like even throughout the first two games, Spearmint has just had such good possession time that it just doesn't. I think that's their biggest thing. If this Toucans team can take their time of possession away, I think it would turn this game around completely for them, which it seems like they're doing.
Uh-oh.
I almost cast a curse it again.
Yeah, oh, it's actually awkward here. Can he get one? Can he get a man out in front? No, but they do get a flick on. But so far, and I actually saw what is it? I saw Nova's POV for a little bit. So he was at 0 boost. Actually, Brillo's got a breakaway. Here we go. Try to get the goal in. That's gonna be 2-1 breakaway. And what I was meaning was, so when Noah like misses the ball or they beat him, when he turns around, he just jumps on somebody. He doesn't dim on, but he jumps on them, and it keeps going. It's like a ground Goomba. So I don't know. I think it's a psychological thing. You don't want somebody bouncing off your headboard. And so far it's working. They're up 2-1.
Who doesn't?
Anybody. Listen, if I'm trying to drive and you're jumping on my head, like I gotta keep checking my screen because like what is going on back there?
Double commit there.
Yeah, actually, Squirrel might go all the way.
Gosh.
Oh my goodness, 0 boost, no problem. Squirrel said, I don't need it. And Lorak,
I honestly thought Squirrel was about to doozy that. I was about to say that it's insane.
And what a recovery from Lorak, because Lorak actually pre-jumped and grabbed the wall and got out of there to go help it. And again, 10 seconds, we're back to a tie game. They can't hold, but Nova's going to try to see if they get it right back. Very awkward. That ceiling down is always one of the worst things to see here. Free ball? No. Luna says, I'll go with 0 boost. Noah trying to clamp down. And there's something that's happening that I haven't quite seen. And it's the Spearmint are actually starting to hold on defense. Usually they're sending somebody, but in that moment, boy, they had 2 people, but now they're about to send all 3 for offense. So is that showing a sign of weakness from them, Boa?
I think it could be, but I think they just feel comfortable enough that they can do that and still end up making offensive plays. They're kind of getting out of their comfort zone a little bit with it, though. As you can tell, like, their scoring is less this game. I think if they just kind of go back to their full send attitude, they will win this game.
The first overtime, this can change a lot. This might be a 4-0 or make you a 2-2. Squirrel, that might have been a misflip, side flip. Noah's gonna have a ball for free, but Squirrel says, let me cut that out real quick. Then still the boost. Get a nice little dump on Brillo. They're letting Squirrel just ball chase, and the other 2 are watching him. But this might be in trouble because Brillo gets up and over, but cannot get it all the way. Squirrel going for a double. Can't get it, goes for a bump. Blue is throwing everything he can to slow this team down. Nova fakes one, but actually is in the other team's favor. And now they're starting to go fast. This is what you were talking about, Noah. They were playing slow, but now Spearmint is just throwing everything because here comes a pre-jump and a bump and a boost still, and Squirrel is just going to town on them right now.
Going to town. But oh, Lorak could have got the bump. That would have been it. And Squirrel almost puts a dagger in himself. But Brillo stays with it. Alright. Oh, what a demo. Brillo had to get Lorak back for all those times. Still has a little bit of catching up to do if he wants to match it. But Gage needs to be careful here. All alone. But nothing comes from it. We see Nova going up. 2 people go on Spearmint's side. They need to be careful here. Because one shot towards neck could spell the end.
So far, Blue has enough boost. They don't need to panic, and that's going to be a bang out. Uh-oh. They caught the third man sinking. He's got to run all the way back. Lorak and Squirrel got to figure out who's going first. Nova can get a free shot, gets a block. They can get another shot. There's a bump on the back line. Nova had to touch the ball. It was going to be saved regardless. And so far, Orange is now scrambling. Spearmint, but now you got the worst player. EY is going to be Squirrel one-on-one. He plays those, and he takes game 3 for him.
By the way, I know it didn't go in because it was a great save. But that angle by Gage was nasty if it would have went in.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it, I was like, no way. But yeah, another great game from this team. Also, I love what Dylon quoted Lorak for. I don't know if you saw that. Earlier he said, I've been to the highest mountaintops, I've been to the lowest valleys. The thing that I understand is every season, it resets. But I mean...
Actually, hold on. Was it? Yeah, I want to pull out a stat. What is it? Squirrel, yeah, somebody put in, this is Squirrel's first under 600 game out of 3 games. But he had 63 ball touches. The next highest person is on the other side, which is Lunar and Nova, at 36. His own teammates aren't even close at 31 and 35. He almost doubles them, which means Squirrel is completely controlling this ball right now.
Well, he does double Lorak's touches. Actually, yeah, he does double that. But I will say, it is very balanced of ball touches for Toucans. I feel like if they they need to put the game in the hands of one of their players as well. That's what it seems like they're doing with Squirrel. They're kind of just saying, I mean, they realize he has rabies and they're letting him off the leash. That's what it kind of seems like. But they secured a 3 game. They're going for the 4 as well. No one's bringing in a sub. I was kind of wondering if Spearmint would let their 4th play, but they are not. They're trying to get this 4-0 on stream, which understandable.
Spendle indeed. Plus, YourEvilTwin gave all his spirit energy from that last game. I don't think he has the energy to play. I saw him in chat giving it all away. So I don't think he has the energy to play. The Squirrel going up, gets one. That's gonna beat everybody. That's a goal. That's a mistake from whoever the third man was, though, because you already had a pre-jumper. Yeah, you had a pre-jumper, and then you go, no one's gonna go right after trying to call. Can't do that. Squirrel will make you pay. We know that every single time. He's actually, I'm pretty sure, I'm not gonna say 100% goal participation, but it's definitely 90% goal participation. I think he might have missed one in game 2. But actually, here goes a pre-jump from Squirrel. If Squirrel gets back to this one, this is going to be a nasty double angle. Can't get there. Ball's out. This is your counterattack. Here comes all 3 blue players. They're not going to give him an inch. Ball across, and it's going to be knocked away by Squirrel. Squirrel actually just got knocked away by Lorak on accident. Brillo has to get around it. Homie Gage fakes out Brillo and then runs into somebody else.
It worked out, though.
Complication. Actually, no, it didn't. It actually confused Lorak. Brillo's going to sneak away. Another capture curse for Mo, and I believe that's 4.
It is at least 3, I know.
Yeah, I think that bump threw Lorak off, because that was like a full head of steam from the homie Gage right there. All on team friendly fire.
Alright, Gage. Other play. Forces a touch. Oh, Lorak needs to be careful. It hits ceiling. Cannot read it, though. Brillo has a shot here. It's off the wall. Goes for the bump on Squirrel. Lunar up. They gotta get clear there, and they do. They need to get a little space to breathe. Lorak fakes the touch. Goes for a... Oh my... Oh, what a save.
Brillo's putting his hand up and stopping it on top of the post has to be one of the saves of the season, at least for Charlie. Because listen, no one was stopping Lorak, no one was on zero, Luna was one step behind. And we got a full double commit here. They actually can try to reload. Actually, that was going to be an angle.
What a shot!
Most of this, the post again. This time, no one has to put a hand on the post. The post will help you for free. But you can't get out of this one. You got to go through it. But so far, boys, I don't know. I don't think the record that the Toucans have reflects how good they're playing. Maybe it's just some string of bad luck. But right now, we can't talk about it. They need to get one. They need to take one for the road, get some momentum before you go into the next week. And Brillo yeeting somebody to the side. And here we go. This is what they're about to get down and dirty, boy.
They are, but Brillo has a shot here. Takes their time. Gets it over Lorak. Can Squirrel get back? And he does. Oh, that was about to be a great play from the team. They double demo.
I don't know what Squirrel's going for. I'm not gonna lie to you on that. If it was a musty, I don't think we want to see that again. But so far, Brill actually is avoiding Lorak a lot. Lorak has been trying to demo him, and he just gets out. Here comes the homie Gage. It seems like the Toucans have figured out their demo strategy. We're not seeing too many demos, except that one play when Brill tried to take a shot. And here we go. They just got to reload. Brillo has enough boost. You don't want to lose because here comes Lorak right to Squirrel. Squirrel pops it up, trying to see what they can get out of him. So far they haven't. I'm not gonna cast a curse, but they haven't broke on defense. They're actually being a little bit more calm after that first one. Brillo, they're letting Brillo off the chain because he's trying to go up. He made 2 people commit here. Here comes Nova coming in now. Try to get one off. Nova looking for a demo. This is here. So throw up to Brillo. This is actually a smart type of strategy, but we throw it up to they waste boost. But it only works if you can keep doing that.
Yeah, and something I'll say I see differently in the Spearmint's defensive rotation. They are not sending that man forward to go for a counterattack. They're playing a lot more patient. I think they're wanting to make sure they can get this 4-0. They're not wanting to risk it at all, which is smart. Like, I respect it a lot. But we'll see what they do here. Like, goes for the bump. He gets it, but no one's there to shoot. Oh, that was a great play out of Squirrel. Oh, 50. That's going to fall in. Oh, what a save.
So what a bump, but you lose the boost. No one better be careful. It does not. Lorak almost lost ball here. Lunar tips it into Brill. That's a passing play, but there's no. Brill has to do it all himself. Here comes the Wolf. Wolf almost had it. They would have put it in. Here comes the turn for Brillo. Brillo takes a shot. Lorak says, not this time. Nova says, this time. This is our own goal. Oh, no.
That's an average Gage moment.
So much chaos, and Gage forgot which team he was playing on.
Oh, I feel like that would have been bar out too. Oh no.
First you bump your teammate and then you get the own goal.
Alright, we'll see what they do on kickoff though. We've seen them like exceed on kickoffs here before.
And we got a bump off, and actually that's a terrific bump because no one has boost. Brill's got to be careful here. And Nova right on his hood. And now let's see if Toucans can start playing the same game. We don't gotta go out, we don't gotta chase, but we do gotta keep some boost in the tank because Orange does not care. It almost falls back, and there's the bump. Here's the shot. One more player in this thing too. And there goes homie Gage and making up for all the troubles. Making up for all the worries.
What a bump from Lorak.
What a bump, and what a shot from homie to just kind of delay it and get the little booty bump around him, and now it's 2-2. But the tale again is the Toucans just can't hold the lead. They just can't hold it more.
Yeah, and it hurts to see that too, because like they're playing very good. Like you said, their record does not reflect how they are playing right now.
Yeah, right now I see they're calm, but now we got a double commit triple if you want to call Barillo just jumping off the back wall. Luna gets one. Here we go. Squirrel got a slight touch. Gets up. Uh-oh. You don't. Oh, well. He landed backwards. Yeah, he landed backwards and it just kind of. I think he just want to get out. Let it drop. Let it drop. Oh, tries to push him into the ball. That would have been dangerous. Another overtime, but do they let Squirrel off the chain? It looks like they're about to because here he goes. Looking for the double. No, he can't just sit there. Squirrel's coming for the demo. Nova got steals. Nor's a steal. Ball going off the top. Lunar gonna bang it. There's nobody but Orange. If we're gonna bang it, I would always suggest banging it up. Banging it up or in a corner, just kind of actually changing that rotation. because the Spearmint have shown us, and we already know this bullet, that they're going to rotate and have somebody waiting middle. So booming middle might end this overtime game. The Squirrel is. I thought he pulled off the same play. I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought he pulled it off.
Uh-oh. That could have been a dangerous pass if they got the angle. The Gage is there to cut it off. Oh. Wait, and plays it. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Oh no. What a, oh, I hate that. What a way to end that stand, but
I think it was just one of those that I don't know. It happens sometimes where somebody flips and you think they're gone, but they land right where that touch is going, and it's just a lot of luck or a lot of skill, but it doesn't matter, boy. It's a 4-0, and Squirrel, for the first time, actually finishes second on the leaderboard.
Wow. That clutch coming out of Gage said I had to prove something.
He said, I give them 2 goals, I give 2 goals. So technically, he has 4 goals, even though Lorak got hit with that one, but homie gave like massacred him in the net. But I mean, boy, I don't know if I have to ask this, but I know the stream has to hear it. Who do you have for MVP of this series?
Taco. But no, honestly though, I gotta give it to Squirrel. I mean, 2 games plus 600, 3 over 500. I think it just has to be in almost probably at least 80% goal participation. I don't think there's anyone else you could give it to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Squirrel on that one. Even though he finished, I'm gonna dock him points for finishing second. I thought he was gonna finish first again, but I guess they made homie Gage make up for all his sins. But I mean, small takeaway. I don't listen. If the Toucans go back and look at this, as much as we were talking about what they needed to fix, they don't play like they're on the bottom of that bracket. So
Yeah.
it only makes me seem that they're just having those type of games like we saw on stream where it just kind of gets away, and that's more of a nerve thing than a mechanic thing or a skill thing. So I'm gonna call my shot. I'm gonna go ahead and say Toucans will compete at least for a bottom spot and challenge for that playoff. But they got a couple days to figure it out, bro. But Spearmint, listen, they want the playoffs right now. If they could, they would play the playoffs right now.
Yeah, and oh, what a voice crack. Sorry. But yeah, I mean that team played incredible tonight, which I will say they could compete for a place in Shelly. Like looking at some of these Shelly rosters, they definitely could find their way being in one of the top 16. Especially over a guy named Tacos. I don't know what team that would be.
But that
But
is
yeah,
it for this week, ladies and gentlemen. We do. I don't quote me on it, but I don't know if anybody signed up for Monday or next Wednesday. If you want your team casted on here, listen, sign up. It's a lot of fun. Trust me, you'll have a lot of fun once you get past that first game. I know we have a lot of fun as a casters, taco producing, or whoever's producing.
we
We
do
have a
have
lot
one
of
for
fun
Monday.
going forward. So we have one going forward. But listen, anything else you want to say to the people, boy?
We do have a matchup Monday. It's going to be a rival matchup. So that'll be a good one. And I don't know who else in here would be in rival, but they probably suck.
No. But that is it. Thank you guys for everyone coming in there, especially for all the people copy mostly Matt for his team. Made a bunch of copy pastas. But I'm your caster one, boys, your caster two. Thank you, Taco, for making sure everything runs smoothly and that these fine ladies, gentlemen, and gentle cars can actually see the game. And we will see you guys Monday.
Bye, y'all. Love you.